In the heart of a bustling city lived a young woman named Anya. Anya was known for her kind heart and infectious laughter, but behind her cheerful facade, she carried a heavy burden, a secret that had been gnawing at her for years. It all began when she was a teenager. During a heated argument with her best friend, Anya had said something hurtful. The words had been spoken in anger, but they had left deep scars. Her friend had never forgiven her, and the guilt had eaten away at Anya's self-esteem. Anya had tried to apologize countless times, but her friend had always brushed her aside. Over the years, Anya had convinced herself that she didn't deserve forgiveness. She had become her own worst critic, constantly replaying the incident in her mind and berating herself for her mistake. One day, while cleaning out her attic, Anya stumbled upon an old, broken mirror. As she picked it up, a wave of memories washed over her. She remembered how she had loved that mirror as a child, how she had used it to admire her reflection and dream of the future. But now, the mirror was shattered, just like her relationship with her friend. Anya felt a pang of sadness as she examined the pieces. Perhaps, she thought, her relationship was like the mirror, broken but not beyond repair. Determined to make amends, Anya decided to reach out to her friend again. She wrote a heartfelt letter, pouring out her apologies and expressing her deep regret for the pain she had caused. To her surprise, her friend replied. She didn't forgive Anya immediately, but she agreed to meet with her. The meeting was tense at first, but as they talked, Anya sensed a shift in her friend's attitude. She began to understand the pain she had caused, and she realized that she needed to take responsibility for her actions. As the weeks turned into months, Anya and her friend slowly began to rebuild their friendship. It wasn't easy, and there were setbacks along the way. But with patience and understanding, they were able to heal the wounds of the past. Anya also began to work on forgiving herself. She realized that holding on to guilt was only hurting her. She started practicing mindfulness and meditation, focusing on the present moment and letting go of the past. Gradually, Anya began to feel a sense of peace and freedom. She realized that forgiveness was not about forgetting the past, but about choosing not to let it define her future. She learned that it was possible to move on from mistakes and create a new, happier chapter in her life. One day, as Anya was walking through the park, she passed a small antique shop. Inside, she spotted a beautiful, unbroken mirror. It reminded her of the broken mirror she had found in her attic. Anya hesitated for a moment, then stepped inside the shop. She purchased the mirror and brought it home. As she hung it on the wall, she smiled. The mirror symbolized a new beginning, a chance to see herself in a different light. Anya looked into the mirror and saw a woman who was stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. She saw someone who had learned from her mistakes and was ready to embrace the future with hope and optimism. As she gazed into her reflection, Anya realized that forgiveness was not only about repairing relationships with others, but also about reconciling with oneself. It was about letting go of the past and embracing the present, with all its imperfections.